Yeah. May I have mince pie with chips on the side, please? Oh, and don't forget the toy that comes with the meal.
Alright, what about you, kind sir?
I'll have the apple pie and a glass of milk, please.
Cool, your food will be ready soon.
So, do you have an idea?
For what?
You know, the first episode of the Sly and Box show.
Let's see. The Dark Knight trilogy?
I want to try something different, so maybe later.
Okay. Carrie?
Interesting, but no.
The Superman quadrilogy?
Pretty good, but now is not the time.
Oh. Well, what should we do?
I don't know, man. What was that?
I don't know. Let's go check it out.
What about our food?
Don't worry, we'll be back just in time. A ring?
I think that's one of those rings where you throw it and a portal will pop up.
Interesting. Yo, that shit is lit!
Yep.
Wait a second. Is that the DVD copy of the Sonic movie? Dude, we should do the review for the Sly and Box show! This could be our first ever episode!
But what about the delicious pie?
Hey, we're just going to quickly jump in, get the DVD, and then we'll get our pies.
Okay then. Oh shit, now what?
Let's review Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog. One of the most iconic video game characters of all time, alongside other video game character mascots like Mario, Pac-Man, Crash Bandicoot, Mega Man, etc. The series started back in 1991, going on to create great games, except for these piles of shit, mediocre spin-offs, and a fanbase that is so toxic that it makes the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic fanbase the most friendliest people in the world. Sonic has had his ups and downs throughout his years, and when a movie was announced, people were excited, until the design was leaked. And then controversy over this monstrosity! Anyway, back to the movie. Sonic the Hedgehog is a 2020 movie starring Ben Schwartz, Jim Carrey, James Marsden, and Tika Sumpter. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I love this movie. I remember going into cinemas and I was so worried that the movie was gonna suck, but thankfully, that wasn't the case here. This movie had actually managed to win me over. And I am so happy that it did. Hell, I would go on to say that this is one of the best video game movies of all time.
The Sonic movie is easily one of the greatest success stories when it comes to films in general, let alone video game adaptations. When the initial trailer for the Sonic movie released, I was devastated. It looked bad. Really bad. And after the disaster that was Sonic Forces, I was convinced the franchise was about to take an irreparable blow. But after a several month delay to tweak Sonic's design and assure fans this movie wasn't a burning trash heap, the film spoke for itself once it hit theaters on February 14th, 2020. And I, along with many, were pleasantly surprised by just how good it was. The movie was not only a huge success in the box office, but both critics and fans were pleased. This was not only a ginormous win for the Blue Blur, but it also echoed a reassuring sentiment, something us fans needed. Sonic can be enjoyable for everyone. Not to mention, this film was the first out of many failed attempts to be a widely liked video game movie adaptation, which before its time was thought to be impossible, as many examples have proved to us. So, with Sonic Movie 2 right around the corner, along with the recent announcement of the Knuckles spin-off series and a third movie, what better time to revisit this gem? Now, one thing about the Sonic movie is, despite its quality, it is a film heavily aimed for children. Before GameBox rips my head off, I'm not saying kids' movies can get away with any flaws they may have just because the target audience may not know all of their ABCs. But it is important to keep in mind, since the themes this movie tackles aren't as deep or serious as the ones presented in masterful titles such as the Sonic Adventure games, because of not only that reason, but also due to it wanting to work as a standalone film in case the sequel wasn't greenlit. But what we do get is pretty sweet and endearing. The film heavily tackles the sense of belonging, the importance of home. This is done through our main leads, Sonic and Tom. With Sonic, we see him forced from his home and after many years of isolation, gradually finds a new one with Tom and Maggie. Speaking of Tom, he starts out taking his home for granted and willing to trade it for a job opportunity in San Francisco. But after realizing how special Green Hill is, he decides to stay with his new family. While the theme here is blatantly obvious, I think it works in the movie's favor. It's harmless and sweet.
I love the choice of themes the filmmakers went for here. Loneliness and friendship. At the start, Sonic is feeling lonely. No one is there when he wins a baseball game, and he has no one to talk to. Except he's Crazy Carl, but I thought I'd just bring it up because I found it funny. Seeing Sonic feel alone and hopeless feels relatable to me as someone who has felt lonely and unwanted back in his high school days. And I'm just saying, but when Sonic's stuff was in Tom and Maddie's loft, it hit me hard.
The pacing of this movie is definitely exceptional by all means. No scenes overstay their welcome, each of the characters get just enough room to shine, and there's enough slow scenes to give the audience more time to breathe. The film goes by fast, but in a good way, since you're going to be so engaged, you won't even realize how long you've been watching.
I've got nothing to say other than the pacing is fast, and when the characters say the word fast, the more I laugh. Get it? The pacing for the category is fast because I'm cutting it there. Okay, it was terrible, let's move on.
There aren't too many action-packed scenes featured throughout this film, but the scenes that showcase Sonic's incredible speed are very well directed. You get a good sense of how fast Sonic is, with the best examples being the scenes where he's moving so fast, from his perspective, time is completely slowed down. Much like the infamous Quicksilver scene, these scenes are a lot of fun, since Sonic is taking full advantage of his speed to simultaneously defeat and make fun of the obstacles in his way. And of course there are the two scenes where Sonic goes head to head with Robotnik and or his machines. Both of these scenes are fun as well, and they do a good job of incorporating Sonic's high-speed action from the games to screen. Not to mention the CGI is pretty damn good, which is even more impressive considering they had to do a complete overhaul for Sonic's design.
For me, the action scenes in this movie are very good. The scene at the bar and the Robotnik chase are my favourite scenes of the movie. Even though some scenes with Sonic can be a bit distracting like this scene, but that's just a small problem that is overshadowed by everything else. I'm still wondering what the film would have looked like if we were stuck with this fucking thing.
The main leads of the movie consist of Sonic, Tom Wachowski, and Dr. Robotnik. Sonic, played fantastically by Ben Schwartz, is very faithful to the source material of the earlier Sonic games. Sonic is overconfident, cocky, but at the same time a very good person who cares deeply about his friends. I love how they give him a lot more room to be explored in later movies while also having him mature a great deal in this film alone. As for Tom, history has proved human characters and Sonic don't go together, but the Sonic movie breaks the cycle because Tom is surprisingly really lovable. He's a genuine guy with a relatively mundane life who's found himself dragged into an insane situation. His relationship with Sonic is executed in a really decent manner, and his arc, like I mentioned earlier, is really sweet. He's also played excellently by James Marsden. And then there's the real star of the show, Jim Carrey as Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Jim Carrey steals the show with his performance as this crazy, egotistical, narcissistic mastermind. Robotnik in this film is great. He's comedically over the top, but also serves as a good threat against our protagonist. My only nitpick is I wish he was a little more intimidating and given more time to show how much he outpaces our heroes with his vast intellect like the adventure games did.
These characters are just great. Sonic is a great character, and if you were looking for the cocky character from the games, well, look no further. I really love seeing Sonic going through these struggles instead of brushing them off to the side and acting so cocky, you unlikable twat. Oh, sorry, that part wasn't in the script. As for Tom, I thought he was going to be an uninteresting side character like Neil Patrick Harris's character in The Smurfs, but thankfully that wasn't the case here. Mr. Donut Lord is funny and kind-hearted, and when he talks to donuts, I can't help but chuckle. And do I even have to get started on Jim Carrey's Robotnik? This man steals every scene he is in. Even when it was announced that he was playing Robotnik, I knew from the get-go that he was going to be funny. But if I had one nitpick, it would definitely be I wish we could have seen more of an intimidating side to him. And also just a bit of some interactions with Sonic at times, because in the movie it kind of felt like they just collided together, then the rivalry began. Nitpicks I know, but yeah.
The Sonic movie is fantastic. The characters are all lovable, there's great performances all around, and the pacing is perfect. This movie not only works as a fun kids movie, but also does a fantastic job in translating our favorite blue blur onto the big screen.
You know what? I 110% agree. Yes, the movie may have its flaws when it comes to the jokes and the CGI at times, but other than that, it's still a very good movie with great characters and sick action scenes. And would I recommend this to other people? Abso-freaking-lutely. I would recommend this to anyone, whether it be Sonic fans or just the general audience. That review was pretty good, wouldn't you say, Sly? Sly?
A random portal just opened.
What the hell?
Where are we?
Who knows?
Huh. Despite the universe being engulfed by a shadow wannabe, this isn't half bad.
Sonic, come back. To me. To us.
No! Throw another ring! I don't want to be here! This is hell!
Oh, Jesus!
This place is a shithole. You okay, man?
Hi, I'm Warner Brothers. Would you like to purchase Justice League 2017 on 4K?
Make sure you get a copy of the 2017 film Justice League.
Welcome to our studio. This is where we look in creative choices by adding family-friendly content onto it. Welcome to Justice League is one of our most anticipated films of all time by adding family-friendly content onto it. Justice League is one of our most anticipated films of all time according to the Emperor.
Come.
Throw the ring now!
Jesus, it's dark in here.
Let me see if I can find a light switch.
You! Oh shit. Finally, we can get our revenge on you pieces of scum. Let's flip the coin to see who goes first. Heads for Sly, tails for Gamebox. Sorry guys, we'd like to stay in chat, but we've got some business to attend to. One day, we will get our revenge. Just you wait! What the hell is this? Some sort of hockey game or something?
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Mr. Freeze!
Oh, thank God we are home.
Oh look, there's our pies, all ready for us to consume.
You took everything away from me! Hedgehog!
Ah! Demon!
Yo, what the hell was that?
I have no idea. But it's gone now. Thank you all so much for watching the first ever episode of the Sly and Box show, and we hope you enjoyed your stay.
We will see you guys later.
Peace out.
Where are those two?